Fundraising is more than just collecting donations. It's about inviting people into the story of what God is doing through your church. At StartCHURCH, we've seen how powerful it is when pastors and ministry leaders confidently cast vision, build community, and call others to invest in kingdom work. Hey guys, my name is Annalise, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak with you today. As someone who works closely with churches and ministries, I've had countless conversations with pastors and ministry leaders across the country. One reoccurring theme I continue to hear about, and one that's especially relevant in today's ever-changing ministry landscape, is fundraising. Whether launching a new ministry, acquiring property, or expanding outreach, fundraising with purpose and clarity can lead to extraordinary growth and impact. In today's video, we want to equip you with the 7 essential steps to win at fundraising while remaining legally compliant and spiritually aligned. Step number 1, decide that this is a God thing, not just a good thing. Many pastors feel hesitant about fundraising. Why? Because deep down, they're unsure if their vision is a God thing or just a good idea. When your heart is anchored in the conviction that this is God's vision, not merely yours, you lead with greater boldness, purpose, and assurance. A God idea shifts ownership from you to Him. You're not asking people to fund your project, you're inviting them to invest in God's ordained mission. Step number 2, craft a fundraising strategy. Effective fundraising doesn't happen by accident. It requires a well-thought-out plan. Here's how to get started. First, you have to know your mission. Define a crystal clear mission. What are you doing? Why does it matter, and who benefits? Then you'll need to set some SMART goals. When setting goals for your ministry or organization, it's important to make them specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These SMART goals help bring clarity and direction to your efforts. As you plan, take time to ask key questions. What are we trying to achieve? How will we track our progress? What's our timeline? Answering these questions will guide your strategy and keep your team focused on meaningful, measurable outcomes. Next, clarify your fundraising message. Your message to donors isn't about getting something from them. It's about inviting them into the blessing of investing in something bigger than themselves. When people give, they're not just making a donation. They're experiencing the joys of generosity, the reward of sowing into God's kingdom, and the opportunity to walk by faith. Giving becomes a spiritual act that connects them to a greater purpose. Now you'll need to create engaging, shareable content. Compelling content plays a powerful role in inviting people to join your cause. One of the most effective ways to connect with your audience is by telling a story, highlighting real lives that have been impacted by your ministry or mission. Make it personal by using words like you and your to speak directly to the reader. You'll also want to keep your message clear and concise, using bullet points and strong headlines to guide attention. Finally, don't forget to include a clear call to action, encouraging people to give, share your message, or stay connected to your mission. Then, make it easy to give. Today, over 80 to 90% of donations are made online, making it more important than ever for ministries to offer convenient digital giving options. To meet this growing trend, setting up a simple and secure giving experience directly on your website is essential. Tools like StartCHURCH's Giving Halo not only make it easy for donors to contribute with confidence, but also help you track, manage, and streamline your giving process all in one place. Creating a seamless online giving experience makes it easier for supporters to be generous and for your ministry to grow with integrity and transparency. Also, good strategy asks with the 3 C's. When inviting others to support your ministry, approach it with confidence, clarity, and conviction. Confidence means believing wholeheartedly in the vision God has given you. Clarity involves clearly communicating what is needed, how the funds will be used, and how people can give. And conviction reminds you that giving isn't about taking something from people. It's about offering them the opportunity to be a part of something meaningful and transformative. Finally, build donor relationships. People give to causes they care about and to leaders they trust. Building that trust requires intentional effort and consistent connection. Be transparent about how funds are used and the impact they're making. Express gratitude often. A heartfelt thank you goes a long way in nurturing relationships. Stay connected with your supporters through newsletters, text updates, or social media, keeping them informed and inspired. Most importantly, be present and engaged in your community. When people see your genuine commitment, their trust and willingness to support your mission deepens. Step number 3, innovate your approach to raising funds. When funding your mission, there are far more options than simply passing the offering plate. In fact, creative and strategic fundraising can expand both your reach and your revenue, while staying true to your mission. For example, crowdfunding campaigns. If you have a specific project or need, a crowdfunding campaign can rally support quickly. Platforms like GoFundMe or Kickstarter make it easy to set a clear goal and deadline, allowing supporters to give towards something tangible and time-bound. Or you could open a thrift store. A thrift store not only brings in revenue, but also serves the community. Under IRC 513A3, churches can sell donated goods tax-free, making this a powerful outreach tool for ministries that want to meet practical needs while sustaining their efforts. Another option is to operate a bookstore or coffee shop. Creating a welcoming space like a bookstore or coffee shop can support your attendees and your finances. Because these services are directly related to church activity, the revenue is typically tax-exempt, all while deepening community engagement. Or have you considered providing meals for convenience? Offering meals before or after services can generate helpful revenue, especially for midweek programs or special events. Just keep in mind, while this supports the church experience, unfortunately, donors can't claim the cost of meals as a charitable contribution. Maybe you want to host events. Concerts, talent shows, or community fairs are always a great way to bring people together while raising funds. By using volunteer staff and keeping the event's mission aligned, you can stay within tax-exempt guidelines. Launching a community development corporation, often called a CDC, is another great tool. A CDC is a separate nonprofit that allows you to pursue the community impact while accessing grants and funding streams not available to churches. It's a great way to meet practical needs while still fulfilling your kingdom purpose. Or you can start a for-profit arm. Did you know churches can own a business? As long as taxes and expenses are handled properly, the church can use the net income after costs without additional taxation. It's a smart way to build sustainability while exploring entrepreneurial opportunities. Exploring creative fundraising options like these can breathe new life into your ministry's financial future while expanding your impact in meaningful, mission-driven ways. Step number 4, pursue grant funding. Doing your homework is essential when applying for grants. Each grant comes with its own set of rules, eligibility requirements, and expectations, so it's important to approach the process with thorough preparation. Start by ensuring that your organization meets the basic eligibility criteria. Tailor each proposal to the specific grant you're applying for. Generic applications are rarely effective. Be sure to submit everything on time and include strong supporting documentation that tells your story clearly and convincingly. Many grantors look for key qualifications before awarding funds. These often include having a 501c3 status, demonstrating proven track record of operations, and providing detailed budget breakdowns and past financial reports. Taking the time to prepare these elements in advance can significantly improve your chances of securing funding. Grant databases are a great resource. Instead of getting lost in endless searches, you can use tools like GrantStation, GrantWatch, Grants.gov, or GuideStar. You'll also want to tailor your proposal. Writing an effective grant proposal means telling a compelling story supported by clear, organized information. Start by clearly communicating your organization's mission and vision, explaining why you exist and what drives your work. Next, provide a thorough needs assessment that outlines the specific problem or challenge you aim to address. Describe your program design in detail, explaining what the grant will fund and how you plan to implement that project. Include a well-organized budget and timeline to show how funds will be allocated and managed responsibly. Finally, explain how you will measure success by outlining your expected outcomes and evaluation methods. A key tip is to tailor each proposal to the grantor's priorities and guidelines. Generic one-size-fits-all applications rarely succeed, so customizing your proposal to align with the funder's goals can significantly improve your chances of securing the grant. Step 5, clarify your fundraising intentions. The IRS expects nonprofits and churches to clearly communicate what donations will support. Vague or misleading messaging can cause legal trouble and lead to a loss of donor trust. Remember to be transparent. It's crucial to inform donors whether their gift is going to a general fund or designated for a specific project. Transparency about how funds will be used helps build trust and shows donors how their contributions directly advance your mission. Additionally, providing regular updates on the impact of their giving keeps donors engaged and connected, reinforcing the meaningful difference their support is making in the lives and communities you serve. You'll also need to comply with legal requirements. To maintain integrity and trust in your fundraising efforts, it's essential to ensure that all of your materials comply with state and federal laws. This includes understanding and following regulations related to charitable giving and fundraising activities. Additionally, be sure to obtain any necessary permits or registrations your state requires before conducting fundraising events or campaigns. Keeping accurate financial records is equally vital for transparency and providing donors with proper receipts for their contributions, which helps them with tax reporting and reinforces your organization's credibility. Step number 6, protect your tax-exempt status. Fundraising is vital, but protecting your church's or ministry's 501c3 status is equally important. Here's how. First, you need to understand unrelated business income tax. The IRS taxes income generated from activities unrelated to your organization's exempt purpose. To maintain your tax-exempt status, it's crucial to ensure that non-ministry activities do not become a substantial part of your overall operations. For example, running a thrift store can be an effective fundraising tool, but it should primarily be staffed by volunteers and closely aligned with your ministry's mission. This careful balance helps protect your organization from unexpected tax liabilities while supporting your outreach goals. You'll also need to avoid excessive commercial activities. Fundraising events such as concerts or fairs should be held occasionally and not become too frequent or overly commercial in nature. These activities must support and enhance your core mission rather than overshadow or distract from it. By focusing on your ministry's purpose, you can create meaningful events that engage your community while maintaining the integrity of your organization. Lastly, you'll want to maintain clear boundaries. Keeping any business ventures separate from your church's nonprofit activities is essential to maintain clear boundaries and protect your tax-exempt status. If your church operates a for-profit arm, maintain separate financial records and file the appropriate tax returns for that business. This separation ensures compliance with legal requirements and helps avoid complications between your ministry's nonprofit work and commercial operations. Step number 7, let StartCHURCH help you win. We hope this video has empowered you with practical, faith-driven strategies for raising funds confidently and effectively. Remember, your calling is supported by God's provision, and with a solid plan, your church can thrive financially. Here's how StartCHURCH can support you. Are you looking to secure a 501c3 status? We're here to guide you through the IRS application process smoothly and efficiently so you can focus on what matters most, your ministry. Our easy-to-use donation management system helps you streamline giving and effortlessly track every contribution, keeping your fundraising organized and transparent. Plus, with our church bookkeeping services, ministry-focused professionals will manage your finances with care, ensuring your records are always clear and accurate. Fundraising is not just about asking for money. It's about inviting people to partner with God's vision for your church or community. When you approach fundraising as a God-ordained mission with clarity, strategy, and integrity, you open the door for generosity and blessings. Let your faith guide your fundraising journey. And remember, StartCHURCH is here to walk alongside you every step of the way. Until next time, have a blessed day, guys.